All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahushai, Baal Shem Harakakodash. Double honors to the Apostle, Elders, Great Millstone, and salutes on Shebas at their preaching of words, serious and true. All right, came across this article. This is from Truth11.com, which is an independent media news site dedicated to the truth journalism. Armed with the truth, united we stand. The truth will set us free. But going into reading it, it said the FDA allows 4% of human flesh in all meat sold in the U.S. 300,000 children from the U.S. every year, and that they drain their blood and consume it for their Passover. He then states they grind up the bodies of the children and mix it into their favorite slaughterhouses such as McDonald's and watch the U.S. citizens eat their own children. Yes. And this is the time we're living in, man. You know, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And the wicked, will do diabolical things, man. So that's why, these fast food restaurants in America, they throw enchantments, they pray to Satan over the food, and also they, put, as I read here, they put abominations in the food. And at a given time you'll see a McDonald's fast food restaurant wrapped around the corner full of people, in and out, other fast food restaurants. It ain't just McDonald's, it's the McDonald's it's just the top fast food restaurant that does these things. But yeah, the wicked is ruling, man. And we try to tell our people the wicked is ruling the planet Earth, and that's why you can't get nowhere. That's why you can't rise above your status that you are now. Where, as a people we're in poverty, we're suffering, under the hands of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. But the majority of our people won't listen to us. They don't think Esau Edom the devil, or the white man is the devil. They might say it, but they don't really fully understand what this devil been doing to them. Okay, but continuing on. So Rabbi Abraham Finkelstein of New York for an interview on Turner Broadcast Networks. Well, actually, I don't know how long this video is, but I'm going to just read this article. Rabbi Finkelstein claims that they take in upwards 300,000 children from the U.S. every year, and they drain their blood and consume it for their Passover. Yeah, them small hats, them Amalekites, so-called Jews. They do this at their Passover, and the books that go by is called the Babylonian Talmud, and I think they have an Egyptian Talmud. And I remember one of the apostles doing a video on that a long time ago. But yeah, the books that go by, they go by satanic books, from Babylonian and Egyptian Empire, which those empires are completely satanic. And we're living in the empire of the beast, Babylon the Great. All right. But yeah, these small hats do that, man. That's why they're the devil. Okay. He then states they grind up the bodies of the children and mix them into the favorite slaughterhouses such as McDonald's and watch the U.S. citizens eat their own children. And Esau get off on that. FDA allows 4% of human flesh. Yeah, the governments, all the governments, all the departments of the government, the police, uh, the president, the three branches of government, legislative, judicial, the executive. It's all under the authority of these small hats, man. Which the elite bankers, they're the small hats. Yeah. The FDA allows 4% of human flesh and all meat sold in the U.S. McDonald's claims to sell approximately 1 million pounds of hamburger meat every year. What is 4% of a million? The answer is 40,000 pounds of human flesh is legally allowable to be sold and processed meats plants across the U.S. For every million pounds sold, according to McDonald's, that they can sell 40,000 pounds worth of children every hour. Now, the Holy Bible, okay, which is the word of the Lord, which is the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, strictly forbids eating, performing cannibalism. Okay, and the Lord gave us a dietary law of the animals we can and cannot eat. All right. So you definitely can't eat another person, man. You know? Yeah. I mean, the apostle on down already knew this. It's just they coming out with articles with it. It's like crazy. But there's the times we living in, man. But yeah, the FDA, the Food Drug Administration, they approved the juice, the serpent's juice, the inoculation. So a lot of our people have taken that inoculation, and they eat McDonald's. So majority of our people are done, man. Psalm 64 and 1. To the chief musician, the Psalm of David, hear my voice, O Yahweh, and my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Yeah. Now the brothers that woke up to this truth, man. Like me myself personally, I don't eat McDonald's, man. I haven't eaten that shit in 11, 12 years, man. Because they put them abominations in it, man. And the burgers, man. Like I said before, it ain't just McDonald's. It's other fast food restaurants. And even the food that you buy in the grocery stores, man. The ingredients are totally different here in the U.S. than overseas, man. Overseas, they don't put, high fructose corn syrup and the other harmful chemicals, in their food over there. But they do it here in America, man. And it tells you that this is great Babylon, man. And I'm going to get that Revelation 17, man. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Man, who was that? The elites, man. The small hats. The Esau Edomites. The Edomites that do wicked shit like this. And this is just one blip on the whole screen that these devils be doing, man. This is just one string of hay in a big ass haystack of wickedness these devils be doing, man. So verse 2, read that again. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. who wet their tongue like a sword. And that word, basically that word wet goes into sharpen. Their tongue, they use the media. It's a part of their tongue. All right. The religious, Catholicism, a part of their tongue. The politicians, that's a part of their tongue too, man. Put the politicians on TV. They lie to the people, and bend their bows and shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Now the perfect are the Israelites, man. All right. Suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. Yeah, these small heads, they know that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are the true Israelites. All right. They're the true people of the Lord, man. They don't fear. They don't fear. They don't fear of doing all these things to the people of the Lord, man. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. Private snares. Now, this is a part of their private snares, man. All right, corrupting the food, man. They say, who will see them? They say, who will see them? See? What's that? Wisdom of Solomon? Let me grab my phone real quick. Precept popped in my head. Wisdom of Solomon 1. Wisdom of Solomon 1:9. For inquisition shall be made unto the counsels of the ungodly. Inquisition basically means official investigation. Okay. And the sound of his words shall come unto the Lord for the manifestation of his wicked deeds. Okay, so this man is being found out to be the devil. Okay. Which is a nation of people, so-called white man, which is Esau, Edom, according to the Bible. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought and every one of them, and the heart is deep. Yeah, so their wickedness is deep, man. But Yahweh shall shoot at them with the arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. They shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Okay? So you got Edomites, lower on the totem pole, and Edomites that been in that, Illuminati setting, secret societies and shit like that. The Lord put a spirit on them to, basically be whistleblowers, to tell the truth about the wickedness of these small hats, man. So that's an example of their own tongue falling upon themselves. All right, they're telling on themselves. The kingdom is divided. Yeah? And that's how the Lord brings down a nation, divide the nation. You see the true Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. You see how we're divided, and we're at the bottom of the totem pole of the other nations. Zechariah 9:6, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. And Ashdod is a city, I believe, or a port or something like that. That's a port or city in Israel. I know Ashdod is like a Norwegian name, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Ashdod, powerful. A major Philistine city, Mediterranean city, west of Jerusalem. Okay. So that bastards are the small hats because they claiming the country or the borders of Israel to be their you know ancestral country. They say that they're Jews, man. They say that they're the true people of the Heavenly Father, man, in which they got in that land in 1948 with the Balfour Declaration. All right, which that was totally, wicked policies set forth to, get those small hats, to live in that land of Israel, you know, and also them, the Palestinians, them Arabs over there, that's why they fighting against the small hats and vice versa, you know. Now it tells you right here, now we'll cut off the pride of the Philistines, the Palestinians over there. All right, so it ain't even none of their lands. The Palestinians and also the small hats. Okay, but the point is, a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and that bastard of the small hats and Amalekites, so-called Jews. And I will take away his blood out of his mouth and his abomination between his teeth. Yep. That's some small hats. The Lord's going to take all them abominations. The Lord's going to destroy that land, man. Okay? The Lord's going to destroy that land. The state of Israel, man. In World War III. But he that remaineth, even he shall be for our power, and he shall be a governor in Judah and Ekron as a Jebusite. So when the Lord destroys that land, man, the Lord gonna Yahushua is gonna the Lord's gonna start at that New Jerusalem, man. Because New Jerusalem basically, first is the elect, all right. But the land of Israel will be, the headquarters, And Yahushua is gonna build that back up, man. Build that up, with gold, sapphires, precious rubies. Streets are gonna be paved with gold. That's Revelation 22, the book of Tobit. I think that's Tobit 13, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, man, gotta get them small hats out of there, man. They're corrupting the land, man. Let me jump into here. The doom of Babylon, which is America. Revelation 17:1. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither. That is the Apostle John, right? Receiving the visions. The angels talking to him. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. And that's America, that great whore. America, or Babylon, and the whore is synonymous. The harlot. It's talking about the same thing. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Like for McDonald's, article on McDonald's, right? They got McDonald's all over the globe, But the McDonald's over here in America, man, it is way worse than the McDonald's over there in the Middle East, for example. And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Another example of the fiat currency, the dollar bill. That's fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sitting upon a scarlet colored beast full of names of blasphemy, which having 7 heads and 10 horns. That goes into NATO and the EU, European Union, that whole system, the military, politicals, NATO and the EU. And that woman is America. This is the harlot, the whore, Babylon. And she's sitting on top of the beast, sitting on top of NATO and the EU. Basically, she's like America, like controls, NATO and the EU. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color and decked with gold, precious stones, and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abomination and filthiness of her fornication. Shit. That McDonald's, man, that fast food shit, man. That's a part of the abominations and the filthiness. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, Mother of Harlots and Abominations of the Earth. See that? And when you read down, it gives you the judgment. And it tells you basically NATO and the EU, which is the 7 heads and 10 horns, they're gonna shoot their missiles on the whore, man, on America, and basically turn on America, man. Okay, I'm gonna get it real quick. Revelation 17:16, and 10 horns which thou saw upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. It is America. The NATO and the EU shall hate the whore. Well, the EU, European Union, shall hate the whore, which is America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Those nuclear missiles. So the Lord gonna put the spirit on the European Union, shoot missiles on America, man, and destroy her with fire. Okay. So yeah, man, there you go. It's in the internet, man. Okay. Truth is out there. All right. Shalom.